Here are the 4 different ways that you can make more money as a doctor or health professional. Welcome back, I'm Dr. Zoda. I run an education company called Digital Doctor, where we help busy, overworked doctors generate passive income with one online course. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a simple diagram that completely shifted and changed my life in terms of reaching my financial freedom goals in a much shorter time horizon than most doctors or health professionals in the world. So this diagram is actually from a chap called Robert Kiyosaki. He's the author of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it's actually called the cash flow quadrant. And in this diagram, it maps out exactly the 4 different ways that you can make more money as a doctor yourself. So I'm gonna pop this diagram right over here. On the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, this is the biggest distinction. And this one big distinction is gonna completely change the way you map out your financial goals for this year and the way that you can generate more financial freedom and more generational wealth for yourself and your family. Okay, understanding this diagram is the key to reaching my financial goals in the shortest time possible. So in this diagram, it maps out the 4 different ways that you can produce income. On the left-hand side, you have linear income, and on the right-hand side, you have leveraged and residual income. Everybody wants to move on to the right-hand side, especially at the bottom right, but almost everybody starts off at the top left. So let's start there. In the top left, E stands for employee. You're basically a salaried slave where you have a boss. They're paying you a certain amount of money, and you're basically trading your time for money. As a salary employee, you basically have a job. You have no leverage, and the only way to make more is to work more. You're trading your hours for dollars as a hamster wheel, as a cog in the machine, and the moment that you stop working, the moment you stop learning. So imagine what would happen if you lose your job tomorrow. Imagine what would happen if, let's say, you're a surgeon and your hands no longer work. Maybe you're getting old and you're getting Parkinson's. What would happen to your source of income? It's gone. Imagine if you were a new doctor, just passed the residency, and you're becoming an attending, but especially in 2020, during the flu, there were 44,000 jobless doctors. Imagine what would happen to yourself and your family and your financial future if suddenly you were let go. Imagine what would happen. As a salaried employee, you have no control, you have no flexibility, you have no time freedom, location freedom, or financial freedom, and the only way to make more is to work more. That is E, and nobody wants to be there. And if you're still there, if you're still there, despite after watching this diagram and learning this diagram, then I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. Nobody wants to be there, okay? Now let's move to the bottom. S, self-employed. This is slightly better than being employed by a boss. This is slightly better than being employed by an organization because you own a job. Instead of having a job, you own a job. Now, in this situation, you still have no leverage. You still have no leverage, and the amount of work that you do determines how much income you generate. The only way to make more is, once again, to work more or to work smarter, right? And so you're still trading your time for money. You're still in the hamster wheel, spinning your wheels, sacrificing your time in order to generate more income. Now, there's a huge shift that happens when you move to the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant. Let me share with you what that actually is. On the right-hand side, you're in a much more leveraged position. You're no longer trading your time for money, and the amount of work that you produce and the amount of income that you generate is no longer tied down to your time. On the top right corner, you have B, business owner. What this basically means is that you own a system. You own a system. You have leverage, and people can work for you. So this is what we actually help our 400 students inside the Digital Doctor program, where we help them transition from being a salaried employee, trading their time for money, sacrificing their time and their mental health and their family, to becoming an owner of a business, a small little digital business that is completely, fully automated without sacrificing any more of the time. And in our program, we basically teach them how to package the knowledge that they already have as a doctor or health professional into a digital product that can generate income completely on autopilot without requiring the time. In this situation, it doesn't matter whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, 24 hours in a day, 365, the internet does not sleep. And even while my students are traveling the world, spending time with their loved ones, doing what they love, or even when they're at the clinic or the hospital seeing more patients, they're still generating this passive income on the side. It's a set it and forget it system that they own. They build it once and they can work for They build it once, and this system works for them instead of them working for the system. As a business owner, you have leverage. You can recruit other people to work under you. You can share that system in order to create a partnership with other people. You own a system instead of the system owning you. Time works for you instead of you working for it. And because of that, you're in a much more leveraged position and you can scale much faster. And let's say other business models, right? We have drop shipping, we have Amazon, online business models like that. For me personally, as a doctor, I felt kind of sleazy selling a spatula on the internet, so I didn't do that. On the other hand, you can also be a private practice owner. So you have a private practice, you have 30, 40 people staff working under you. You have to rent out medical equipment. You obviously have to take on a loan. You obviously have to deal with the insurance headaches. You obviously have the paperwork. And after all those expenses are expended, then you're left with 20, 30% profit margins on a good day, right? For some people that might be good enough. But at least you're a business owner, right? At least you control your own hours. You control the leveraged position, the people that you hire, and you have control over your life. At least you're a business owner. Or let's say you're starting a software, right? Now, as a software, you're probably gonna have to take on huge loans, probably gonna have to speak with venture capitalists in order to get a lot of money, to get that cash flow going in. And after years and years and years and years of hard work, hiring the best software engineers, which do not come cheap, maybe then you develop a software and you can charge people like a $30, $100, $200 subscription, a recurring revenue model like that. That would also be a business owner, right? That would also be a business owner. Personally, I found that selling my education, selling online education is the fastest way to generate a lot of cash flow in the shortest amount of time possible, because you're charging high ticket, right? Courses that are $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, and you're also removing yourself from your value. As a doctor, the most valuable thing is actually what's in here. Your information, your expertise, your knowledge, and you're packaging it into an asset that can work for you instead of you working for it. So that's enough about be business owner. Now, the final position for most people is I, being an investor. And the biggest mistake that I see everyone make is that they jump to this first, right? They try to jump from being in E to I. As a doctor, they're always thinking, oh, should I invest in real estate? Oh, should I invest in stocks? Who were you joking? You're completely broke. But the biggest mistake that I see most doctors make and most health professionals make is that they jump from E to I. They jump from being a salaried employee and they jump straight to investments. Why is this a problem? Because we see doctors and health professionals, they think that the best way to generate passive income is real estate. They think the best way to generate passive income is to throw it into an index fund, right? But you don't have money. As a doctor, let's say you're making 100 grand per year, right? On average doctor, 100 grand per year, $10,000 to $12,000 per month. You're basically broke after you pay the taxes. 100,000, that's nothing. How you can't make money work for you with such little leverage. And that's the biggest mistake that most people make. You need a cash flow asset that pumps out cash flow for you, that generates income beyond just your capabilities as a doctor, as an E or an S, as an employee or a self-employed. You need a cash flow asset as a business owner before your investments can actually create that generational wealth that you want. If you're making $100,000 per year, you're basically broke and you need to become a business owner ASAP before you become an investor. As an investor though, you own investments. You're in a much more leveraged position. You have a larger cash flow to generate more income. And of course, your income does not depend on active work. You're basically in a position where your money works for you. As a business owner, your systems and your humans and your team works for you. But as an investor, your money now works for you. And that's the biggest mistake, that why most doctors just stay poor. They don't have this financial education. They think that they can jump straight to being an investor. They think that their money can work for them when they're starting off with no money. If you're making anything less than 100 grand per year, I'm sorry to tell you, but who are you joking? Like 100 grand per year? If you throw it into the index in the S&P 500, all that's going to return is $8,000 for you each year, which is barely anything, right? So you need a cash flow asset. The moral of the story is you need to have a cash flow business, a cash flow asset that generates income for you, that does not require any of your time, that is completely scalable, and that can help more people around the world on a global scale. You need a cash flow business which is completely systematized. It works 24 hours in a day, fully automated or delegated to your team, and it just pounds out cash flow for you to later put into your investments. And that's how the rich doctors get rich, and that's what they'll never teach you in medical school. I hope this video was helpful. And one of the best ways to generate a cash flow asset is, of course, starting a fully automated online course, simply packaging the expertise that you already have as a doctor into a digital asset that generates income and impact for more people around the world. I compiled all of my research and all their case studies into a short 15-minute video that you can get access to in the link down below on my website. And trust me, if you don't want to work together, if you don't like me for whatever reason, that's totally fine. At least watch this free training, at least learn more, at least be curious, right? Because step by step, you'll know exactly what you need to do in order to start selling your medical knowledge online to create a 100% automated passive income source. Does it sound too good to be true? I used to think so as well, until I watched a video like this and I actually started taking action and started applying my skill set as an emergency physician, helping more people on a global scale. And I've seen hundreds of my students, 400 students in fact, go through the program, go through the system, and generate the same results. Trust me, if you simply watch this video, just invest in yourself. Invest 15 minutes out of your day today just to learn a little bit more, because this action will pay dividends for decades down the line and will secure your generational wealth. If you decide to just take my secrets, take my step-by-step system, and just do it yourself, by all means, I wish you the best, because I know that a minority of you will be interested in working together with my team, because we provide all the plug-and-play systems, our proven process, everything plug and play, so that you can launch your course in the most predictable, consistent way possible. And so I hope you found this video valuable. As always, if you like this video, subscribe and click the like button down below and hit the notification bell so you're reminded whenever I release a new video. I make these videos because there's a lot of overworked and underpaid doctors, and I don't want you to be one of them. Please find this video helpful and take care. Have a good day.